Hi everyone, so today's video is going to be on this eye look. This was created with the Ciate palette and Chloe Morello, I think that's what her name is. I got this palette and I do have some mixed reviews on it. I'm not completely sold, but I do want to play with it just a little bit more. So if you'd like to see how to achieve this eye look, just keep on watching. I did start off with my eyes today, so we're using the Smashbox primer all over. I'm just going to make sure that the eyes are nice and coated and that I don't have any veins or anything popping through. Then we're going to go in with the palette. I did like some of the more warm tones, so that's what we're using today. We're going to put My Tribe all over the eyes. When I'm doing this, I want to make sure that I have a nice base for all the other transition colors. Now I'm going to go in with Skinny Dip and I'm going to put this throughout the crease. I'm being kind of messy with it. I'm not being too precise. I'm just trying to get it in there and build up the color. For the amount of pigmentation that these have, they do tend to blend away to almost nothing. So this first color is pretty, but I wish it would have had a little bit more pigmentation to it. And now I'm going in with that darker color and just trying to build that up on a smaller detail brush. I'm doing this because I didn't feel like I've got enough with the Skinny Dip. So I'm going to put that in there and then use I believe this is a Morphe 441, and I'm just going to blend that out and give myself a little bit more of that color and then go in with an even bigger fluffy brush to blend all that out. So now I'm going to go in with Dainty and I'm putting that all over the lid. Again, this is really hard to work with. I use my MAC 242 brush and it was just a mess. There was really no pigmentation to it. I had to really pat that on, so I went in with my Fix Plus like I'm showing you guys here and trying to build that color up. I just am not happy with the way that, you know, these kind of performed, especially for the price. So now I'm going to go in with this darker color and I'm going to use that on the outer corner just to kind of give it a little bit of warmth and dab that on with that smaller brush. Again, it didn't have a whole lot of pigmentation to it, so we're going to go ahead and work that into the outer corner and the inner corner and then dab out a little bit again with some Fix Plus on the 242 brush and kind of give it a halo look, but again, they didn't work very well. So it's just like a hot mess, just a train wreck getting worse and worse, but this is what reality looks like, so I thought that I would post it anyway so you guys can kind of understand what we all go through on a daily basis. Nothing is perfect. Now, after blending out my train wreck of eyeshadow, I'm going to go in and try to salvage a little bit of it. I'm using Steal a Kitten, and I'm again using a MAC 242 brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and dab that right in the middle just to kind of give it some, will hopefully give it a little bit of glitter. And again, these shadows work better if you don't have anything down and this is all you're putting on the lid, just for future reference, because it's again really hard to work with. And a glitter glue probably would have saved my life here, but you know, you think about that later on after you're already done with your eye makeup. So I'm going to go in and just do a wing liner, and I'm using my sketch marker, which you guys know I love. This thing works so well and it's super matte and black, so I'm going to go ahead and just put that on there as best I can because you know my wing liners are not great. And I'm going to go ahead and use my mascara. So this is just like an epic fail, and I have no idea what I'm going to name this tutorial just yet. I'm probably going to do makeup fails or something. I'm not quite sure. Anyways, okay, so we're doing some mascara and then we're going to do some lashes, and these ones really work very well on covering up how horrible the eye makeup was. And then we're going in after those are put on and just doing the face, and again we're cleaning up all of the fallout and everything that happened on my face. And then we're going to go in with some concealer. Absolutely love this drugstore concealer. It's the best of the best, and I like it better than the Fit Me concealer because it doesn't crease. So I'm going to go ahead and get that on there and go with my Real Technique sponge and just dab everything out. I sped through this because it's not anything you guys have not already seen, so we're going to go ahead and just do that really quickly, and we're going to move forward with the rest of the face makeup. We're going to set everything with the NYX powder, which of course I've hit pan on because it's amazing, and just make sure that everything is set down because the stick foundation tends to crease on me just a little bit. Now I'm going to take my Kat Von D powder and I'm just putting that under my eyes again with the dampened sponge, and just leave that set there for just a little bit and then go ahead and dab that out because I didn't want to put too much underneath there. I'm going to do that on the high points as well, you know, the nose and the chin. Now we're going in with a bronzer, and I'm just putting this all over. I'm not contouring with this. I just want to give my skin a little bit of life. So we're going to go ahead and do that really quickly, and then we're going to go in with the contour kit, and that's when I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I chisel out the hollows of the cheeks, the high points of my forehead to kind of bring that down a little bit, and the undercarriage of the jaw. It's all the same stuff you guys have already seen, so I'm just kind of speeding through this just a little bit. Makes it easier to go through the tutorial. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to go in and make sure we clean up underneath, because of course I always go too low. And again, I'm using that dampened beauty sponge and my Kat Von D powder, and I'm just going to let that sit there while I do my blush and my highlight. I love this blush, as you guys know if you've seen my 2016 favorites. I'm going to use this on my apples on my cheeks and then kind of drag it back just a little bit, and then we're going to use this really gorgeous highlight, and this is Sin from Urban Decay, and I don't know if they even make this one. This is like spring of last year. If you have the eyeshadow Sin, it works just as well. We're going to go ahead and put that on the nose, the cupid's bow, the chin, the high points of the cheeks, and then I'm going to put this on the inner corner to try to salvage this eye makeup. Once that's all done, we're going to go ahead and wipe away the bake and just make sure everything is nice and blended and we don't have any harsh lines. And we're going to finish up the eye makeup. I'm going to go in with this combination of the lighter and the darker shade, not the super light shade Skinny Dip, but the two other shades, and just put that underneath the eyes to kind of make sure that it all is cohesive. Then I'm taking that dark color again on that pencil brush and just running that on the lower lash line all the way through, and trying to smoke this out as much as possible just to kind of give it a little bit more depth. And then what I'm going to do is just blend that out with the Morphe, I believe this is the 443. I'll link everything down below for you. And I'm going to go ahead and finish off everything with some mascara. This is the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara is what I believe it's called. I'm going to go ahead and just put that on there and make sure that I don't, get any clumps. And then we're going to finish with the lips. I'm going in with Dolce K from Kylie Cosmetics. I love her lip liners and eyeliners. I think I've mentioned that so many times before. I will also be using a Lipland liquid lipstick with that lasts forever. It's super comfortable. I love this color too. Again, I cannot remember the name of it for the life of me at the moment, but I will link it down below. And I just love the look when it came together, but I did definitely struggle throughout this particular tutorial. I appreciate you guys sticking with me, and this will be the completed look. I hope that you guys enjoy this. Thank you so much for watching. If there's a specific palette or a specific look you'd like me to recreate or something that you'd like me to do, please go ahead and leave it in the comments below. If you have not already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications of my upcoming videos. We do have a lot coming up that have to do with makeup collections and tutorials. I love you guys so much, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.